What's up, my grimlets? I hope everyone is having a safe Labor Day weekend. I do have some videos that I'm working on editing. Shout out to my boy Ryan. He came over and helped me get some software going with the laptop that I'm using. There's a bunch of the mainstream ones I can't use, so he helped me find one that is compatible with what I am using. So he doesn't use it. I've never used editing software, so it's a slow process. Basically, it's just going to take me some time to get used to it, but I do have some videos coming. They will be shorter videos. I'll break it up into parts, but it's actual like footage of me actually working on stuff as we go. So once I get those going, I'll start slowly putting them onto the channel. But I did want to give you an update. Me and the Beast have been out here working. Since the weather has dropped, it has gotten a lot easier to get out here and get stuff done. So, maybe a little hard to see because it's dark in here, but the RF wheels, 33 1250 17 Arturo mud tires. The entire rear lift kit is done. Add leafs, new shocks. The lower U-bolt plates were shot when we took them off, so we replaced those. Got all new U-bolts, plates, hardware. Replaced the hardware for the upper bolts of the shocks because honestly I don't know what I did with them. In my mess of a garage, they're somewhere. We just went and got new ones. So rear end of this truck, as far as the lift kit goes, is completely so we're making big strides. That's a big stride. Like I said in the other video, small steps towards a future goal is the way to go. The goal was to get the back done today. The back is done. What we are working on now, which has us in kind of a holding pattern, is installing the new keys for the torsion bars. So there's a cross member underneath here that the torsion bar slides into and locks into that key. And then there is a channel here in the lower control arm where once you have the retainer screw out and the key that holds the torsion bar key up, essentially you were supposed to punch that torsion bar forward into that slot in the lower control arm. With this truck being 35 years old, it's froze up. So right now we have it sprayed down. I'm going to continue to spray it tonight a couple more times. Spray it again in the morning with some more PB Blaster. Hopefully I can get stuff moving. I don't want to have to heat these up because I don't want to mess up the torsion bars. If I mess one up, it's $1,500 for a pair, which I don't want to spend. So we're in a holding pattern trying to get that done. I'm off again tomorrow, so hopefully I can get out here, get one of those at least pounded out. Hopefully both sides. We'll see. I'm kind of being ambitious there. Small steps. Small steps. If I can get the one side done, that'd be great. The Beast also came out, helped me finish up bolting up the front shocks. All the front control arms and everything are good to go. Obviously we replaced all of the steering components, inner outer tie rod ends, pitman arm. We did have to break all of those loose in order to drop out the front diff. So the other thing he did today was come out here using my grinder and ground down these fins here. The reason we had to grind these fins down is because once we put it back in with the drop components there, essentially front diff has to sit 3 inches lower because this is a 3-inch lift. You don't want to get your drivetrain in a bind, start tearing up U-joints, stuff like that. So there is the lower mount that I have to still cut off of the frame, and that's not going to be awesome, but I have to cut that off, grind it flat. That other mounting tab takes the place of that. There's another bolt hole I have to drill once I get that in there. But once we get these torsion bars done, shout out to my buddy Tex yet again, 4-wheel drive guru. He's done lift kits and stuff on four-wheel drives for decades now, so every time I get into a pinch, I reached out to him about the torsion bars. He told me what I need to do. You also have to jut the lower control arm up to essentially, because that is like a hexagon in there, and the torsion bar has pressure on it, so it is kind of cocked inside of there to keep pressure. So I also have to lift the lower control arm up to make that all even so that I can get some play to actually drive that out. But I have to get it unstuck and unfroze first. So those are the steps. I reached out to him. Huge help. So if you're ever working on four-wheel drive, you got questions, hit me up. I can get you in contact with him. That man knows what he's doing. So basically, once we get the torsion bar keys replaced, the front end portion of the lift kit will be done as well. Have not decided if we are going to put the front diff back in just yet or not. Once we get the keys back in this thing, the torsion bars back in, all of that back together, what we are more than likely going to do, either with or without the front diff in for now, is put the new front tires, wheels tires on here, make this thing into a roller. We are going to push this thing outside, clear out the bed, pull the bed off, bring it back into the garage, and then we are going to bodywork the bed. This bed is not the original bed, but it is not in awesome shape. It's got dents, dings, crap like that all over the place. So I'll probably make a video about doing some body work on there. We're not professional body people. I went to body school about 20 years ago. Haven't really done any body work since, so I'm going to teach him what I know. Hopefully some comes back to me. We're not looking to make that thing perfect. We're looking to make that thing nicer than what it is. This is going to be his daily driver truck. He's 16 years old. There is no reason for me to make this a show quality show truck when a 16-year-old's going to be driving it. Not to mention this is going to be a workhorse truck. We are going to take this thing out, take it hunting, do some minor trail riding. It's going to go take us out in the woods, go hunting, go hiking, whatever we needed to do. This is not going to be a pavement princess looking all flashy with some mud tires on it just to be cool. This is a utility truck that we are going to use and beat the crap out of. So it doesn't have to be perfect. We're going to do what we can do to the bed. We will eventually probably respray this all ourselves in the garage. I'll show you guys that as well once we get to that stage. I don't see the point in paying thousands of dollars for a professional paint job on a 16-year-old's truck that we're going to use. So we will probably spray this ourselves. It's been like 20 years since I've painted anything, but who cares? We'll do it. I'll teach him what I know. We'll get it done. We're going to retake it to the red, the original red that it was. Respray it. I'll have somebody come out. I don't do glass. The front windshield needs resealed. So once we get to the point we're going to paint it, I'll just leave this in here, call somebody out, have them reseal the glass for us. While it's outside, I am going to mess with the wiring and stuff. I still have to figure all that out on the front of the truck so that we can get this thing to fire up. There are some other odds and ends that we have to deal with as we go. I'm going to be using the factory fuel pump, even though we switched this to a carbureted system. I still had to finish running the fuel lines. They're under the truck, but they're not hooked up. I'm going to use the, obviously, sending. We're not going to have a return line because it's a carb. We don't have a return. But I am going to use the factory fuel filter, the factory fuel line, plus some hose up here at the end to hook to the carb. I'm also going to put another inline filter up here just because you can't go wrong with having multiple filters on here, just in case. It is a 35-year-old truck after all. At some point the rear brake hose and the rear brake main line going back were cut, probably when we took the cab and bed and everything off originally and then got this frame. So whenever, I guess when they tore this frame off the other truck, they just cut it. So Once I have the bed off, it'll be a lot easier for me. I won't have to lay on my back. I can just go from the top over the frame to fix brake lines, fuel lines, all that kind of stuff, and not be laying on the ground. So that's also going to get done once it's outside. We're running his wires here for his front bumper lights. So this has 4 integrated LEDs. We ran everything behind the bumper, behind the winch, so we can kind of hide it. We are also going to be putting a light bar up here that actually came off my old truck. It fits on here pretty nicely. The wiring for that is not going to be super sweet because essentially I don't want to drill any holes in this, so it's kind of just going to be along this channel into this hole, routing everything over towards this side, where the passenger side where the battery is going to be. We are getting basically a 4-button panel from Rough Country. I'm going to be ordering that will sit inside the cab somewhere. We're going to mount it up so we can run all of his lights in there, and it will be on 4 separate switches. He can turn on just the bumper lights. He can turn on his light bar, and then it'll have 2 more slots if we want to do under lights or rock lights or whatever we want to do. He'll have 2 more spots for that, so that gives him the ability to expand that down the road. The rear bumper also has 2 LEDs built in. I think we're going to pigtail those into the reverse lights, so they will come on when the reverse lights come on. That way he's got more lighting in the back. When he's going to back up, he can see, because obviously there's no backup camera or anything in this truck. So these guys hang out the body just enough. To me, this is like perfect. I'm not a huge fan of the giant 15, 16, 18-inch wide wheels where, you know, half your tire and wheel combination is hanging out the side of your truck. It's just a personal preference. Nothing against those, but if that's how you want to run your stuff, you're more than welcome to. The interior, we haven't even touched any of this. Eventually, we are going to try to do something in the interior ourselves. The seating arrangement in the sport truck is actually really weird. If you go to look up like seat covers and stuff for these from anybody out there, essentially this seat is like a 60-40 split, but this is not how your regular cab normal trucks are set up. These are actually the seats from an extended cab that they put into the sport. So that's a difference that the sport has over a regular cab truck. The seat configuration is a little different. So we're going to figure that out. I think we are going to try our hands at doing some custom upholstery ourselves, which is something else. If you want to see, let me know. Shoot a comment in there. We will try to figure that out and do that ourselves. Because if we can figure this out for the truck, then we can also do it for the shoebox Ford. I can do it for my Nova. We can do custom interior for ourselves for every car that we have, and hopefully just get better and better at it. We're going to upgrade the sound system in here because the stuff that's in here is probably 15, 20 years old. Basically, you've got like 2 6x9s that on the B pillars back here. As you can see, the whole interior was red. It's kind of sun faded to a burgundy. The like crappy panel that was on top is gone, so we're gonna redo. We're just gonna kind of update this and make it his. You know, I mean, this is his truck after all. Whatever he wants to do. I don't know if we're gonna go all red or maybe do like black with red stitching. It's kind of up to him. The truck itself is gonna be red. The wheels are black and red, so I think it would be kind of cool to just not totally go black in the interior, but black and red accents, or red with black accents, something like that, to tie the whole truck together. Still have to run the clutch and everything. I haven't hooked all that back up yet. So there's a lot of little things, but we are getting a bunch of big things done. So I know it kind of doesn't make sense to do the lift kit first before you get the motor and stuff running, but this is how we're doing stuff. It's just the way my brain is wired. I'm doing things in a fashion that works for me. We don't have any of the front panels in the way, so it made sense to get in here, get all the suspension and stuff done first. That's why I'm going to mess with the wiring and all of that, and then try to get this running before I put the panels on, because then it's all open. I don't have anything in my way. We'll still have to figure out exhaust, because right now it's just open headers, which I don't care, but, you know, some people do. And a 16-year-old doesn't need to be getting pulled over every day for open headers driving around. Leave that to the old people. So yeah, we're making strides. We're making progress. Hope you guys are having a good weekend so far. Things are getting there here. We will just keep chugging along, doing what we can do, get stuff done as we can get it done. Hopefully, if not by the end of tomorrow, the end of next weekend, because I'm off again next weekend. We can get, actually after Thursday, I'm off for 7 days. So hopefully by the end of my 7 days off, we can have this thing in a roller and keep pushing and pushing and pushing. I'm trying to get this done without cutting corners, but as quickly as I can get it done. Every time we get something done, it just gives you a bigger drive to get the next thing done. Don't bog down on the small things that are holding you up. Use that as a moment to sit there and clarify, think about what the next step is once you get past what is holding you up. These torsion bars, I kind of figured were going to be a pain. They are. There's nothing I can do about it. It's going to take time to get these froze up. It's going to take time to get them moving. It's just time. You work with what you got. You keep pushing forward. Don't let any little small thing, you know, derail what you have going. This is big strides towards getting this truck back on the road, which is the goal. The goal is to get all these back on the road. I don't want to see these things just sitting. Cars are meant to be driven. If you've got a car sitting there, man, get out there and do something. Get that thing going. Find a passion. If it's not cars, cool. If it's guns, I love guns. Hit me up. I'll go to the shooting range with you. Let's do this. I can sling some lead down the, which is something else I got to do. Further on that, there will be a second channel coming along. It is going to be Grimm Brothers Outdoors. I still have that gun skin that I got to put on. That's going to be a video. I bought a Tide Wee metal framed pack that I'm going to be doing a video on. Basically what I like about it. What I keep in it. I haven't gotten to use it yet, but I'm setting it up essentially for multi-day hike. All the things, all the essentials that I think you need in there for if you do get lost in the woods. There was just a guy, I saw a thing, he went on a 3-day hike, never came back in Wyoming. Those kind of things happen if you're not prepared. Not to, you know, bash that guy, not to talk crap on him. I don't know the situation, but something happened and he didn't make it out. Whether he was prepared or not is, you know, neither here nor there. You never want to hear that kind of stuff, but being prepared is a big thing. So I'll go through what I have in there so far, what I plan on putting in there, how I'm going to have it set up, the reasons that I bought it. Also do have a couple of new guns that I've acquired that I need to go shoot. I still haven't shot them. So I may do some footage. I got to check and see if my local range is going to let me film, or I'll just do it on the low, whichever. But I got a couple of guns I want to take out. I'll show you the setups on those. One of them's bone stock. It's a shotgun that I just acquired off a buddy at work that the price was right. I mean, that's all I'm going to say. Brand new. He won it in a raffle. He's had it for 2 years. He's never even shot it. He's not going to shoot it, so he made me a good deal on it. So I brought that thing home. I got a new pistol that I haven't shot. That I put some stuff on. It's got a Vortex CCW on it. It's got a Streamlight light on it. Just, you know, tactical stuff. So I'm going to take that out and shoot it. See if my sight is anywhere sighted in. It's possible that it's not, because I don't really know what I'm doing with that, but I'll make adjustments as I go. Show you how to do that as well, because I don't know. You can learn from me. This is basically a dummy teaching dummies to work on cars, to shoot guns, whatever. So there will be an outdoor channel coming along as time allows. Obviously, I'm still working on editing those videos. Those may be cool, they may not be cool. Once they get posted, shoot me a comment, let me know if they suck, how I can change them. If you ever have tips for me, please feel free to shoot me a comment. We are creatures that need to learn new things every day. If you don't learn something new every day, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're sitting at home watching TV? Even watching TV, you should learn something. Man, get out there, do something. Push yourself into a uncomfortable position. Not dangerous, but uncomfortable. That's how you grow. You know me, you're in the area. You want to work on cars. You want to learn how to work on cars. I have a lot of friends and acquaintances in the area that don't know nothing about cars. Stop by the house. Hit me up. Come on over. I'll put you to work. I'll teach you something. If nothing else, you'll know where crap's at in my toolbox, so you should be running back and forth for me. Or picking it up off the floor in my shambled mess that I keep picking up and then destroying within the same hour. So there's more to come. Keep a positive head. It's holiday weekend. Hope you're enjoying it. Reach out to family and friends. Reach out to people you haven't talked to in a while. Keep it positive. Make your little strides. Set a goal. You're never going to accomplish anything if you don't start. That's the hardest part of life. New jobs, kids, marriage, working on a project. If you don't start, you can't make any progress. And then cherish your little victories, whether it's, putting a bolt on, putting a whole rear end lift kit together in a day and a half span, whatever it is. Nothing you do is insignificant in the bigger picture. Everything is leading you to a bigger picture. Don't focus on the big picture, because there's so many little parts that make up that picture. So keep pushing, keep moving. Get a hold of me, reach out, send me a like, send me a comment, subscribe if you like what I'm doing. If you see that I'm an idiot and I'm doing something wrong, please tell me, because I'm doing it wrong because I don't know. So stay true to yourself, stay true to your loved ones, hold your family close, hold your friends close, keep your circle small. Most of my circle doesn't live close, so I don't get to see them or talk to them on a regular basis, but they're always there when I reach out. My buddy Tex, obviously out in Texas, hence the name. Dude's always there. He always gets back to me. I got friends all over the place, and I have some friends that are close, and lo and behold, I reached out, and he came and he helped. So shout out to you again, Ryan. Thanks for the help. Just keep things moving, man. You don't have to get X, Y, and Z done in a day. Get a portion of X done Worry about Y, Z, and the rest of X the next day.